A member of the Garda has been arrested and suspended over allegations of serious sexual assault when he was a teenager. Speaking of no background checks, okay? We don't have background checks for all these illegal immigrants coming over from God knows where, Somalia, Eritrea, all these different crazy places. On top of it, we don't even have, as Simon Harris said himself, he's never been Garda vetted. We don't have Garda vetting for our Gardaí, for our politicians. Zero Garda vetting. But I've been Garda vetted 3 times in my life for 3 different separate jobs. So how the hell the Gardaí aren't getting vetted is just bananas, guys. It says the officer is alleged to have committed a serious sexual assault when he was a teenage minor. It says that it stretched back almost a decade, and they can confirm the officer, who is based in the Dublin region, was suspended following his arrest at the start of December. We don't know the actual nationality as well of this guy. This guy could be a foreign guy, foreign born. We don't know. He could be a foreign born guy from Europe, from Africa, from God knows where, Asia. They haven't told us who this guy is. Is he a white Irish guy? Is he an Afghanistani? We don't know, guys. The Garda now is full of different people from different ethnic backgrounds. Not saying that's particularly bad, but at the same time, if you're not vetting people that are coming over from these crazy countries and they're joining the police force, they could be doing nefarious shit in the police force as well. The officer has fewer than 5 years of service, and it happened almost 10 years before he joined the Gardaí. This relates to an incident when both he and the injured party were juveniles, a source said. Sources told us the complaint came forward to officers in the last 12 months, and it was only when they learned about the suspect had joined the force. So he must have been walking down the road wearing the Garda uniform or pulled over somebody, and somebody must have spotted them and said, hey, this crackpot that I know since I was a kid, he has a criminal record. And she went to report this to the police, to the guards, and he got put in prison and he got kicked off the force. So pretty bizarre stuff, lads. My whole thing about that is like, how the hell they don't know about the background checks of the Gardaí. And you'd probably do extensive background checks before you join the police, but how they didn't catch that is a bit worrisome, let's just say, guys. So who knows how many Gardaí have previous sexual assaults? Who knows, guys? I don't know. They're supposed to serve and protect us, but they're not doing that at all. Okay. News of the investigation came as it emerged that 37 Gardaí had been suspended up to the start of December, a figure that does not include this officer. So 36 suspensions, which is a lot of suspensions, lads. That includes 14 suspensions for alleged sexual assault or misconduct, 16 for allegedly drink and drugs driving, and 9 officers over allegations of corruption or associating with criminals. This is terrifying. The same number of suspended for alleged assault, and 11 are suspended for alleged domestic violence or coercive control. Jesus Christ. The Gardaí, let's just say, does not breed a good sort of culture. Now, that being said, I met 2 Gardaí detectives over the last 15 years or 10 years living in Galway, and they're great people, to be honest, but that's like one guy out of how many people, so it's just, you don't know, guys. You don't know the culture in these places is just terrifying, to put it lightly. I just want to highlight this as well. It's at a major incident in Switzerland last night. This is over the New Year's holiday. Explosion and fire at a ski resort, and 100 people injured, and of course 40 people dead as well. Okay, this was reported, I think, on the New Year's Eve celebrations, January 1st at approximately 1:30 local time. It started in a basement of a nightclub. Okay, they were holding up like candles or sparklers, and it actually ignited the wooden ceiling, and it led to a rapid flashover. So the whole ceiling just got engulfed in flames. 40 dead. That is so sad, guys. I mean, Switzerland is a beautiful, amazing country. One of the best countries in Europe, no doubt about it, guys. Switzerland is, I believe, the richest country in the world. All the banks, everything there. They have old money, they have gold, they have silver. It's really, truly an unbelievable country. But for this to happen, it's disgusting. So over 115 actually were injured, many critical due to burns and smoke inhalation. The high injury toll has strained the local medical services resources, with patients being transferred to hospitals across Switzerland and neighboring countries. Pretty sad, guys. There's an investigation taking place, of course, but To be honest, like when I first heard this, I thought it was an ISIS attack, but actually it wasn't. But who knows? Okay, somebody could have lit the ceiling on purpose. We don't know. But it is just crazy that this would happen. So be safe, lads. If you're ever in a nightclub, don't get too drunk, because if you get so drunk that you can't escape this area, you're going to die then. And it's just a sad, sad case of affairs. On top of it, we have the center of flipping authoritarianism at its core as well. The same night, Antwerp in Belgium. Okay, Belgium is just a disaster. Brussels, all these places, a disaster. Last night, a gang of Islamists ran riot across the city, shooting fireworks through people's windows, destroying shops, and setting cars on fire. This is the new Europe now, and these scenes were repeated across multiple cities. This is it, guys. This is your mass illegal human migration into the country, into Europe. Let's watch. They could be locals as well. I don't know. But whoever they are, whether they're locals or North African, whatever, nutcases, they're predominantly third world people. Okay, they should all be deported, guys. This is like hell on earth. This is what happens now. You're bringing in these people. There's no checks. There's no whatever. They don't have any purpose in life. They have no sort of, let's say, social decorum, I would say. Social sort of intelligence, low IQ, 67 IQ. Goddamn, it's just bizarre stuff, guys. 9th century, African plains, desert living. It's just disaster. And they come in here and they're just reaping havoc. I wouldn't allow any of these people into my country. I would deport the shit out of everyone. So yeah, it's just banana sides. And this is happening en masse. So not much you can do about it. Okay, the news won't report on it. The news didn't report at all on this. Europe has truly fallen. But in some great news, in a turn of events, a CBS reporter, which is basically an American news station, has said starting today that they will be reporting the news more from the average American perspective rather than solely the opinions of the liberal elite. We need this in Ireland. The Irish news networks need to listen up. The media landscape is shifting. Classic MSN is adapting. The mainstream media in Ireland doesn't report the news, they create the news. A massive difference.
A lot has changed since the first person sat in this chair, but for me, the biggest difference is people do not trust us like they used to.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just us, it's all of legacy media.
Yep.
And I get it. I get it because I've been hearing about it from just about everybody for more than 20 years as I've traveled America on this assignment or that. My mom's neighbors in West Virginia, my own neighbors in New York City, thousands and thousands of conversations in between. Sometimes people want to talk to me about our coverage of NAFTA or the Iraq War. Other times it's all about Hillary Clinton's emails or Russiagate.
Obviously, Iraq, they shouldn't have gone into Iraq. America should have never gone into Iraq. Afghanistan's different. They had terrorists there, but Iraq, no.
Sometimes people want to talk to me about our coverage of NAFTA or the Iraq War. Other times it's all about Hillary Clinton's emails or Russiagate. Or more recently, COVID lockdowns, Hunter Biden's laptop, or the president's fitness for office. The point is, on too many stories, the press has missed the story because we've taken into account the perspective of advocates and not the average American.
These NGOs are pushing the mainstream media. Guys, in Ireland, we have, 40,000 NGO members. They're pushing the Irish mainstream media, this left liberal elite class, this elitist psychopaths, this death cult are pushing the mainstream media to tell us only left-wing neo-Marxist messages.
Or we put too much weight in the analysis of academics or elites and not enough on you. And I know this because at certain points, I have been you. I have felt this way too. I felt like what I was seeing and hearing on the news didn't reflect what I was seeing and hearing in my own life.
Yeah.
And that the most urgent questions simply weren't being asked. So here's my promise to you. Today and every time you see me in this chair, you come first. Not advertisers, not politicians, not corporate interests. And yes, that does include the corporate owners of CBS.
Let's go.
I report for you.
That's class.
Which means I tell you what I know, when I know it, and how I know it. And when I get it wrong, I'll tell you that too. It also means I'm going to talk to everybody and hold everyone in public life to the very same standard. After all, I became a journalist to talk to people. I love talking to people about what works in this country, what doesn't, and not only what should change, but the good ideas that should never change. I think telling the truth is one of them. I'm Tony DeCopel, the anchor of the CBS Evening News. Hold me to it.
Absolutely legendary stuff. And like he said, guys, I'm that. I am trying to be the voice of the people, not the voice of the elites. I want to actually hear what the people are saying, and I hear it on the daily. I talk to loads of different people on the daily, and they tell me, Chris, keep pushing this message. This is absolutely correct. They're not listening to the average people. The mainstream media are bullshit, guys. They don't listen to the average people. They do not, guys. They don't listen to the average people's concerns. They don't care about you or me. Okay, I'm just an average person. I'm not even a big journalist, broadcaster for CBS or NBC or CNBC or all these massive Sky News, RT. I'm not a journalist like that, guys. I'm working for the people. I'm working for you, the people. I'm independently funded. I don't work for my sponsors. I work for my people that like my show, okay? People that like my production value. That's who I work for, guys, okay? And not these big corporate elites that work for the death cult. Absolutely legendary. Classic MSN is shifting. We need this to happen in Ireland. This needs to shift in this country, not just the US. I hope RT, Virgin Media, Joe.ie, News Talk are all listening. You better start listening to the people or else you guys are going to fail. They already would fail. They're getting funded at 700 plus million per year. If they didn't have that funding, they would fail. They'd tank. Me, I'm independently funded. Like I said, I run my own business. I saved up €6,000 and over the course of 3 years, I slowly bled through that money until I can make a full-time living from this. I saved up my own money. I worked for many, many years to save up. Never took the dole, nothing like that. And I worked for the people, guys. And I spoke with an original voice. Not bullshit, guys. You will never see me sell out. The day you see me sell out, guys, stop watching my shit. I'll tell you that much. Do not see me sell out for anything. Okay? All these guys are sellouts. They're working for their massive advertiser brands. All these influencers that you see, guys, they're all sellouts. Every last one of them in Ireland. Me, County Gain, I can never sell out because these guys are scumbags, guys. All these people out here you see, name an influencer. Oh yeah, they're working for their corporate interests, okay? They may not say it like that. They may only be getting a few thousand per month, but they know who they are and their soul is eroded and eroding because the average person in Ireland, like me and you, we know what the hell is happening in this country. Lastly, another amazing story here. This is breaking in the state of North Carolina, which is in the east coast of the US, has officially recognized male and female as the only two sexes, the only two genders, and is blocking taxpayer dollars from funding gender transitions. Thank the Lord. The entire ideology needs to be destroyed in 2026. We are now drafting laws for basic common sense biology. Perfect. And this all has to come to Ireland, and it all will. Stay strong and stay hopeful, Irish, beautiful Irish people. This will come to Ireland soon. Don't you worry.
This week, a person's gender in North Carolina will only be defined as male or female.
It's part of a law that's already in effect, but this specific provision goes into effect on January 1st. As Capitol reporter Dina Harley tells us, this part of the bill was heavily debated in the General Assembly.
This week, the final provision in a controversial bill becomes law. Most of House Bill 805 is already in effect, but on January 1st, this section becomes law. It defines sex as only male and female and says those definitions should be based on biological sex, not gender ideology.
And in Ireland, the woke Irish government, they said there's unlimited genders. There's 1,000 sexes, 1,000 genders. Could you imagine, lads? Where is common sense in this goddamn country? There's flipping zero. Idiots, guys. The Irish government are like, it's comical at this stage, lads. It's just bonkers.
The bill says gender identity, quote, shall not be treated as legally or biologically equivalent to sex, end quote. While on the floor in July, the bill was debated heavily. Democrats originally supported the bill as it intended to protect women and minors from sexual exploitation online. But once Republicans added the provision to define gender, Democrats urged them to reverse course and create a separate bill to do so.
We would have loved to salvage the original bill, and we tried almost a dozen times to do that. We tried in committee. We tried multiple times on the floor. We tried with amendments. We tried with our protest votes. We gave Republicans every single opportunity to do the right thing.
Governor Josh Stein vetoed the bill in July. He said the bill was divisive and, quote, stoking culture wars, end quote. In a sit-down interview with the governor this month, he said the General Assembly spent too long on divisive topics like this.
They don't advance the state. They just serve to put us in separate corners. We need to come together because there are real problems that we need to address on a bipartisan basis.
After the veto, Republican House Speaker Destin Hall said the governor was siding with, quote, radical activists over the overwhelming majority of North Carolinians who believe in parental rights, biological reality, and protecting women and children, and
biological reality.
Quote, Republicans in both chambers quickly overrode the veto.
Thank God. Biological reality. That's the key word for today, lads. Okay? It's just reality. But these people in this death cult, this woke Marxist communist death cult, they want to distort reality. They want to turn your kids gay because they can't have kids themselves. It's really sick, honestly. But I don't want to get into it too much, guys, because people get upset when I talk about that stuff. But hope you guys all enjoyed that. Hopefully, in Ireland, we can officially recognize male and female as the only two sexes, not two-spirit penguins and all this different crazy gender stuff, Apache helicopter genders, pronouns. We have literally a guy in jail because of this, Enoch Burke. Okay, he's in jail over Christmas. Hopefully he had a happy new year and a flipping Merry Christmas, but he didn't, guys. He was locked up, incarcerated in jail because he refused to say pronouns. Disgusting. I love you all. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member today for just €3 per month. And I'll see you lads in the next one, man. Peace.